she falls to the ground. Yes, maybe friends stand around. You were flying, you were flying outside. Then someday people look at you, what they call their own, and they watch you suffer. Yeah, they hear you coming home. But then someday we could take our time, brush your leaves aside so you can't reach us. But you left me for the end. Now, baby, yeah, 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 yeah. Tell me to treat you so well, but I did it all the way. Now, baby, yeah, yeah, yeah. Some say that we'll watch you in, but you couldn't share the pain. No, no, no. You couldn't share the pain. Never see separate. But I live for yes, maybe we might share in something great. Won't you look at where we've gone? Won't you look at where we've gone? But then someday comes tomorrow holds sense of what I fear for you in my mind. There's a trip found line, that cool day when you lost control. Shame you left my life so soon. You should have told me. Should I put my time to say it? Now, baby, yeah, 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 baby. Didn't mean to treat you so bad, but I did it anyway. Now, baby, yeah, 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 baby. Some say that we don't want you in. Oh, but you couldn't tell the back, yeah, no, no, no. Speak. See, I don't wanna waste my time. I don't wanna feel this way. But I did it So what do you people do in this town for fun?
Wasted. Don't believe a thing they're selling you. You got a carrot on a stick in front of you. Take it back from the hooded cast. You know they can't even use it now, and it was yours in the first place anyway. Wonder if this is what he planned when he taught his tricks to me. And a woman weak for charming men was holding what I need. Leave a window crack for me, drafting like a breeze. Father was a charming man and I learned it all from me. Hey, brothers born a Wondersmith, started as a teen. Like complimenting cogs and gears, they built a head of steam. Tragic flop, charming man, exactly as it seems. Too much grease can break down a machine. Pour another round on me. Pour another round on me. You know I'm good for it. You know me. You know I'm good for it. You know my family. I am a lovely lady who sees just what she dreams. I know you're going crazy, living with him and without me. You trust me, don't you, baby? Yeah, you're lying to me. Let's leave this light tonight. Race the sunrise down the highway. The smile say crackers understand. Surrendering this steady hand. Out slowly. The charming confidence of men can jam the bullets in your blood and stop heartbeats.
What doesn't always have a shape, almost never does it have a name. Maybe it has a pitchfork, maybe it has a tail, but evil is alive and well. It might walk upright from out of the inferno, maybe coming horseback through deep snow. It's ragged and fat, it's hungry as hell, and evil is alive and well. Now evil is alive, evil is well. Evil is alive, evil is well. Now on your feet to the tower and yell, evil is alive and well. Maybe too humble to want to speak, may have a blood-soaked bird in its teeth, smoke-filled skies and bees in the well, and evil is alive and well. Now maybe in a palace, maybe in the streets, maybe here among us on a crowded beach, it may be asleep in a roadside motel, but evil is alive and well. Now evil is alive, evil is well. Evil is alive, evil is well. Now on your feet to the tower and yell that evil is alive as well. Down in every ditch, up on every hill as well. I've got my radio on, drowning the bells. When midnight's done and the day won't start, all I ever gave you was a broken heart. Well, it's hard to admit, but it's easy to tell that evil is alive and well. Now evil is alive, evil is well. Evil is alive, evil is well. Now on your feet to the tower and yell that evil is alive and well. Evil is alive, it's well. Evil is alive, it's well. Evil is alive. mean well.
Lights, squares, a detail fix the whole. Catch the abstract, all in all. A shift so small, but remembered after all. Lights, squares, a detail fakes the whole. Catch the abstract, all in all. A shift so small, but remembered after all. Unseen sights you're hanging on. Catch the abstract, all in all, a shift so small, but remembered after all. After all.
People, law enforcement, will be on call on that. We're here and they shaking in their shoes. They were physically shaking, scared to death because certain people said, I'm a radical, I'm a wild man, I got a gun under every arm, you say anything to me, I'll shoot you. If the people find out how they've been ripped off and enslaved, they will revolt. There'll be blood running in the streets.
Yo, ticket to ride. The white crime highway. Bring all the guns, the funds will come my way. Whether we deliver in high grade to people in the pit of the tri-state or dabbling a little like flyweights. Lock and load in the range it would rock the globe. Made any aim possible till the lead belly lost control. In the hold of the paper that folded one time was related to gold. Made many men lose their soul to the price of the dice that roll. How can a light so bright make a man so cold? So another man's plans unfold. Can you really see it true till it happens to you? It's so severe what the hopeless would do. Ain't no picking your position to begin in your life. Not every man wants to stand by his kids and his wife. Too many lost kids in the night. Hand on heat, gripping it tight. Any man want beef could get it right. Followed by enough flame to put a permanent end to the learning of men. Class session, to many the blast, the last lesson. Often taught like the wars that are often fought. As old as mankind. Not out of his damn mind, stand on the gunpowder landmine, ready to blow at any second. I'm checking for the signs of the end of all time. I figure it's on time, my last thoughts forming. Got me running through the streets, that reek of the dead, spoil full of the welfare. My niggas on welfare, nobody giving up healthcare. Nothing but heat, how you gonna tell me it ain't hell here? George Bush having a swell year, swinging the gap, ready to clap anything on the map. You done seen what they bring to Iraq, now bring it back to the source. Land of the physical force. Land of the gun. Land of the gun. Land of the gun. Land of the gun. Yeah, all my people out there, lock and load. This is the place where cops are rushing a building. Paramilitary death squads murder your children. Empty shell of a man, licking shots in the air. Soldiers dying out there, but nobody cares. Prepare for the future, but make note of the past. Don't be condemned to live it again and get blast. Class warfare, kept out of the news. Replaced by corporations, political views. Cause this is where the guns are manufactured and sold. The land that was stolen, stripped of all of its gold. Old timers on a deathbed, speaking of wisdom. Immigrants crucified by conservative Christians. And we all got freedom to die in the street. But the difference is more of us die in a week than they die in a year. I made it clear where I stand when the line is drawn. But now the line is gone and nigga anything goes. The land where the guns don't let anything grow. And what the fuck you niggas know about living in hell? You not built like me, you never lived in a cell. You never gamble with your soul, fuck the ice in your hand. Gun in your palm, but you got a nigga's life in your hand. Young man, just remember that slicing a gram is a bloody game, like throwing mice in a fan. My words flow like the rivers that's west of Iran. The fertile crescent moon with the star in the middle. I reveal the depth of history, scars when I scribble. I gave you the world and I ain't even charge you a little. The martyr is crippled, the prophets are dead and buried, but the message is simple, and it's not written down in holy books as a riddle. Now we running through the streets, starving on that guerrilla warfare. My people stuck in a guerrilla warfare. Innocent children screaming in tears. You acting like the army ain't brought hell here. Military industry having a swell year, swinging again and lying in heaven, living off a blank check after 9/11. But I'ma have the truth brought back to the source. Fight for my land with physical force. Speak through music, the subliminal course. I need the tech in the clip, fuck a chain in the Porsche. Land of the gun. Land of the gun. Land of the gun. Land of the gun. Yeah. Yeah. Immortal Technique. Breeze ever flowing. Harlem. Hello.
Bad
slither while they pass, they slip away across the universe. Pools of sorrow, waves of joy are drifting through my open mind, possessing and caressing me. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Images of broken light which dance before me like a million eyes. They call me on and on across the universe. Thoughts meander like a restless wind inside a letterbox. They tumble blindly as they make their way across the universe.